As you lie down, take a moment to find a neutral position. We have the feet straight with the knees just above the feet. The pelvis is neutral. And we have a good sense of the rib cage pressing back into the floor along with the shoulders and the head. So everything is nicely organized. We'll start with some hip flexion. As you inhale, feel that stable position through the midsection. Exhale, we're going to bring that right knee up toward the chest. As you inhale, you're going to simply tap the big toe on the floor. Exhale, you'll flex the knee up. You can start to stretch out a little. Inhale, tap. On the exhale, we'll bring the knee up to the chest, giving yourself a little assist. Inhale, tap. Exhale, bring the knee up. As you inhale, you're returning to neutral position, strong through the midsection. Exhale into the stretch. One more, inhaling. On the exhale, the knee outside the ribs, we clear the rib cage and release. Inhaling strong through the body as you exhale the left knee up and toward the chest. Gentle assistance toward the in range. We want to feel that the work is the contraction through the hip flexors and thus giving us the stretch along the backside. Inhale, exhale. As you start to deepen the hip stretch, you do want to open the knee outside the rib cage. So you're just clearing a little bit more room for the knee to move toward the floor. Let's do two more. Inhaling. As you exhale, we're into the stretch. Inhale, tap, and exhale, the stretch. Inhale, strong through your midsection, organize, then exhale, bring both feet up. As you start, just bring the knees in toward the chest so you keep them close together. Inhale, you don't have to go all the way down. This can be quite challenging because of the work required through the abdomen. As you inhale, think of keeping the low back neutral, flat on the floor. As you exhale, squeeze the midsection, squeeze into the hip flexors, bringing the knees in. As you inhale, return to neutral. We can start to open the feet up a bit and we get a wider position. So it really resembles a squat. As you inhale, you keep the midsection, the low back strong, neutral on the floor. That's what the floor is there for. As you exhale, think of moving into that deep hinge from the hips. Inhale, strong through your body. That supports the legs. Exhale as you move the knees wide through the rib cage. Big stretch down. Let's finish out one more round. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze into the stretch. All the way down, take a moment to reset. Make sure you can breathe. Ready to move forward. So nothing should ever be painful here. We want to feel we have a good support through our midsection. Go ahead and cross the right foot over the left. Lace the fingers behind the head, maintaining neutral position on the floor by pressing the kidney, low back into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees up to the chest. You're using the abs like a reverse crunch. Then inhale, we're going to move back to neutral. Exhale, squeeze, strong through the body, strong midsection, strong hip flexors. Inhale, return to neutral. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Switch. Left foot over top of right. Inhaling. As you exhale, squeeze strong the midsection, knees toward the elbows. Inhale. Exhale to flex. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, working to recruit the lower abdominals. Your last. Inhale and exhale. And return to neutral. The feet move down. Stepping the right foot on top of the left knee. We're going to use the right hand to gently guide the inner thigh out. As you inhale, you simply relax to a neutral position. Exhale, you're going to think about pushing the knee out using the outer hip muscle. And the right hand will give a little assist and release. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, strong through your outer hip. Feel that you're able to open that space of the front hip pocket. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, strong through the outer hip, the abductor muscles. Inhale, neutral, and exhale. So as we contract the outer hip, that naturally releases the inner hip. Perfect. Do one more as you exhale into the stretch. Now hold that position, knee pushes out. As you exhale, lift the left foot up. You can thread the needle, give yourself support as you assist in moving the left knee toward the chest. Inhale, as you tap the toe down, reset. Remember that right knee pushes away. Exhale, bring the hips into the flexion. Assist, give yourself a meaningful stretch across the backside. Inhale, returns to neutral position. We're maintaining structure here. As we exhale, we pull the hips into a deeper flexion. You gently assist and release. Inhaling, exhale. So this is the classic figure four stretch for the hip. And what we realize is that by moving in and out, we can maximize the oxygen and blood flow into the hip. And it should feel good. Should feel very comfortable. Let's do one more round as you exhale. Good stretch along the hip rotators. And release to neutral. Left foot on top of right. Take a moment to prepare. As you exhale, the left knee moves away from the body. You're using the outer hip muscles, then the hand will give a gentle assist and return to neutral. Inhale, exhale the knee away. You create a little bit more space. We call this cleaning the gutter. As we exhale, we really clean out that tight front hip pocket. As you inhale and exhale, and this area really does get so much tension. It may be accumulated from sitting throughout the day, possibly how we stand or walk, or even how we're running or playing our sport. So many factors can contribute to the uh, tight tissues, short muscles. Do one more here, inhaling. As you exhale, squeeze the outer hip, the knee moves away. Now keep that position, inhale. On the exhale, bring the leg into the flexion position. Inhale, we tap the toe down, maintains that good positioning. Exhale, we're going to bring everything in to our hip outer stretch. Inhale, maintain that knee out position. See how the hips are level. As you exhale, bring yourself into that nice flexion. That figure four position, inhale, a classic hip stretch. I'm sure you've done something like this before. As you exhale, you hold for 2 seconds and release to neutral. Inhale, we'll do one more round here. On the exhale, we stretch. As you inhale, return to neutral position, both feet down, and exhale. Take a moment here just to feel the after effect of the stretches. Moving into the hamstring series, bring the knees up one at a time. Keep the legs close together and support behind the knee creases. Inhaling, feel that you have the neutral position, low back, low kidneys press into the floor. Exhale, both knees straight. Point the toes, get that full extension of the knee. Inhale, release to neutral. If you have trouble getting your knees fully straight, then back off. You don't want to be quite as high up with your legs. As you exhale, you then fully extend straight. Really key that we get the knees straight. Inhale, returns to neutral. As you exhale, you want the knees fully extended so you get that maximum stretch along the attachments at the back of the knee. Inhale to neutral position. Also, you want to feel in the exhale, you're getting a strong contraction through the quads. So you begin to strengthen your quad attachments at the knee. We call this pulling up the pantyhose. So as you contract, you want to pull the pantyhose of the quads all the way up to your hip. Inhale, neutral position. If you can bring the knees in closer to the chest. Exhale, this will challenge a greater range of motion. Two more. As you inhale, return to neutral. Check the low back still on the floor. Exhale, full extension of the knee. And your stretch. Let's do one last round as you inhale. Exhale, the big stretch. As you inhale, we'll finish. Drop that left foot down, and then the right leg will straighten along the floor. Take a moment here. Just feel you're still in a neutral position. We're going to work in a full straight leg hamstring stretch. Go ahead and point the toe of the right foot. Do squeeze the bottom. Inhale. Make sure your midsection is prepared. On the exhale, bring the leg straight up. Do keep the knee fully extended. Then support the back of the leg with the arms as you move to the in-range position. Release. Inhale. Tap the right heel on the floor. Exhale, bringing the leg up. You can walk up as you reach your in range. Hold for 2 seconds and release. Inhale, that's our neutral position. Everything remains engaged. Exhale, we walk up the leg. As you reach the in range, then release. Inhaling. As you exhale, let's get into some rotations, rotating the right leg out. This targets the outer hamstring. You move across the body slightly, move up to the in range position, and release. Inhale, tap the heel, strong through the body. Exhale, bring the leg slightly across the midline, keeping the leg rotated out, the foot rotated out. Feel the outer hamstring. Inhale, release. Exhale, bringing the leg up. Walk up the leg. Inhale, returns to neutral. As you exhale, this time rotate the leg in, the big toe toward the floor. As you move the leg up, move the thigh outside the rib cage. Now we feel that we're able to target the inner hamstring. Inhale, we release, keep the leg rotated in. As you exhale, we're going to keep the midsection engaged, then walk up the leg. Moves toward the in-range position, holds for 2 seconds, and releases to neutral. Inhaling, exhale, strong through the body. Inhale, tap the heel. Let's do one last hamstring stretch all the way up. Inhale, release. Take a moment, bending the right knee up, foot returns to the floor, and you find that neutral position. The left leg extends on the floor. Toe point, strong through the glutes for support, strong through the midsection. Inhale. Exhale, we flex at the hip, toe stays pointed, knee stays straight. We assist at the back of the leg, then release. Inhale, tap the heel. Exhale, keep the low back neutral, imprinting on the floor as you move up to your in range. Inhale, release. Exhale, think of moving with control throughout. There's a temptation to rush quickly through these movements. Inhaling. It's not only the in-range stretch, we also want to think about increasing our motor control capacity all the way through our movement. Inhaling, tap. Let's get into our variations, rotating the left thigh out. The foot stays rotated out. As you bring it up slightly across the midline, we walk up the leg, find that stretch position, and release. Inhale, tap. And exhale, we're going slightly across the midsection, strong through the hip flexors. Inhale, release. And it's really gentle. We're nourishing the tissues with the movement. Inhale, tap the heel. Exhale, we maintain neutral and move across the midline. Inhale. Let's rotate the leg in. Big toe rotates in toward the mat. As you exhale, bring the leg up. This time it goes slightly outside and we target the inner hamstring. Inhale. Exhale through. Inhale, maintains the level position throughout. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Do one last cycle as you inhale and exhale. Very good. Go ahead and return to your neutral position and take a moment. We're going to work into the inner thighs, bringing the right foot up. You're going to hold the inner thigh just above the knee. Bring the left leg up and hold the inside of the left thigh. Flex both feet back. Take a moment to settle here. Feel the low back settle into the floor. Inhaling. Exhale. Both legs extend. Toes point. Feel that you're able to fully split the legs. Inhale returns to neutral. Take a moment in between. You want to feel that you can settle your hips and low back. In the exhale, we're using the weight of the arms to help open the inner thighs into the stretch position. Inhale, you can feel that you're able to settle both hips down into the floor. The knees and feet both drop open more. Then in the exhale, we get the full extension and the stretch. Inhale, feel that low back is neutral, the toes flexed. Exhale, full extension through the knees, fully open the hips. Feel that really good stretch along the inner thigh, the adductor muscles, inhaling. And then exhale, squeeze the hips strong, toes point as you finish the movement. Let's do one last cycle as you inhale, neutral position, the feet flex back. Exhale, the toes point as you fully extend the knees into the stretch. As you inhale, both knees bend, then we're going to bring them all the way together. Think about squeezing the inner thighs here. You can keep your hands there and gently rock side to side. Imagine you're just massaging the back, nice and easy. Good. Now, as you start to move a little bit deeper, do keep the midsection engaged. You place the hands down beside, and we're going to add side-to-side movement. Inhale returns to neutral position. Try to keep your knees together. The legs are working as though you just have one leg. Exhale. You can think of this as a mermaid's tail. As you inhale, return to neutral, strong through your midline. Exhale, moving through the rotation. Nice and easy though. Inhale. Don't worry about getting your maximum stretch. Not yet. We're going to work into those outer hips. This is our preparatory action. Inhale. Exhale through. We'll do one last cycle. Inhale returns to neutral. Exhale moves across. Perfect. Inhale to your neutral position. Exhale, we're going to let the feet rest on the floor. Go ahead and stretch the legs out long. Now, we're going to cross the right foot on top of the left foot. So you're essentially crossing the ankles. Now, we want to note that left leg is going to be anchored to the floor. Keep that big toe turned in and keep that anchored down. That's going to help as we start to move into the outer hip stretch, the IT band stretch. You can use a yoga belt or strap to assist in moving the leg, or today I'm just going to use my own body control to feel the stretch of the outer hip. As you inhale, take a moment to prepare. On the exhale, you can start with the knee a little bit bended. You're going to start to move it up and across the midline, similar to what we did for the hamstring stretch earlier. Once you start to get across the midline, you can move the hands up, and then you want to start to feel that you're able to work into the tissues of the outer hip, the IT band, all the way up into the glutes. Inhale, the leg returns to a neutral position, strong through the body. Exhale, we're going to bring the leg up. As you start to loosen up, definitely work on keeping the knee straighter. It doesn't have to be fully extended for this one, but we're working more and more toward a full lockout position. As you exhale, you can let the hip rise slightly. That's not a problem. You just want to feel that you can work into the outer hip pocket. Inhale, we return to the neutral non-stretch position, still finding the level hips. Exhale, we bring the leg up and across the midline, starting to work even better into the IT band, outer hip, lumbar rotators. Inhale, exhale. Fantastic. Let's do one final cycle here. Inhale, exhale. Into that deep hip stretch. Then release to the neutral position and change sides, crossing the left foot on top of the right. And we do want to take time to rotate the right foot in so the big toe reaches toward the floor. The inhale finds neutral position, level through the hips. Exhale, the left leg up, and we give a little assist as we start to move across. And notice I just start out easy, right? I want to take my time as I inhale, then exhale. I want to take my time in gradually stretching a little bit deeper into the hip. So it's really a process. Inhaling and exhale. I'm getting stronger across the inner thigh, and I'm feeling I can start to get a little bit more movement potential in the outer thigh. As I inhale, I'm returning to neutral. I'm resetting, squeezing my bottom, squeezing my midsection. And then in the exhale, I again move through the action. And I want to feel that it's a very organic movement as well. It's not that I'm doing these mechanical just stretches. It has to be something that's more fluid, more natural. It has to have more elegance to that movement. As you inhale, return to neutral. We'll do one last cycle here. Exhale, bringing the leg up, abducting across, and feeling that deep stretch and release of the outer hip. As you inhale, return to neutral. We'll work into our quadriceps. Bend both knees up and turn onto your left side. As you organize on the left side, we want to feel that we're still in the neutral position. A couple of things to check for. We just start with the knees bended. We're exactly the same as we were on the back. We have a hip flexion. We want to keep the hips curled under a little bit. And then the head is also going to be tucked in. So if you want something under your head, you can put it there. I generally just let my head, or I keep my head in a frame position. And then I'm going to hold the inner left thigh. Inhale, exhale, extend the right leg. Strong through your right hip. Give a gentle assist with your right hand as you start to move into your hip flexor stretch. Inhale, release to neutral. As you exhale, strong extension. Engage through the glutes. Give a gentle assist with the right hand, the top hand. Inhale, return. So we're maintaining a 90-degree angle through that right knee. Inhale, return to neutral. Maintain the hips tucked in position as you exhale. If we start to overextend the hip, or overextend the low back, I should say, that's where we'll actually lose the mobilization along the hip flexors. Inhale returns to neutral, strong through the midsection, maintains neutral. Exhale through. The second part of this is the quadricep stretch. Reach that left hand down and hold the instep of the left foot. If this is not possible for you, then holding the inner knee will be just fine. As you set up for the position, the right foot stacks on top of the left foot. So you are in a flex position to begin with. As you exhale, we have two flexions, or joint bends, I should say. First, we're going to bend that right knee, get a full flexion of the hamstring, hold the ankle, then move through the extension of the hip, slowly stretching through, and return to neutral. Inhale, exhale, flex the knee, catch the ankle, then strong through the seat as you extend the hip. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, keeping the knee close to the floor as you exhale, and that'll give you better isolation as we work through the knee attachments of the quads and then working all the way up into the attachments along the front of the hip. As you inhale, return to neutral. Then in the exhale, we'll finish and return, inhaling. And then moving on to the other side. As you organize onto the right side, you want to make sure that you're taking enough time to find the neutral low back position. And this really makes a difference in your ability to get the full stretch. Holding the inner thigh of the right leg. As you inhale, start neutral, keeping the head also tucked in. Exhale, strong through your left butt as you start to extend through the left hip. Inhale returns to your neutral position. Exhale extends. Inhale, exhale. Always nice and smooth as you inhale, return, and exhale. Keeping the knee low to the floor as you exhale. That'll help isolate the ilio portion of the iliopsoas. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Let's finish one last round as you inhale and exhale through. Inhale, return to neutral. Working into the quadricep stretch, holding the instep of the right leg, stacking the left foot on top. Inhaling. Exhale, flex that knee, strong through the leg, assist with the arm as you move through the extension. Inhale, returns to neutral. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Finishing out 2 more cycles here. Inhaling. Exhale. And your last. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale to neutral position, and then exhale. Let's take a moment here as you turn onto your back. Work into the hip rotator muscles. Starting with the knees bended, this time we're going to open the feet out wider than the hips or even wider than the shoulders. And we're going to go side to side. Inhale first, make sure you do have that neutral position. On the exhale, let the knees fall to the right. So the right knee will fall open into external rotation and the left knee falls in. Inhale returns to neutral, exhale through. So we think of the inhale as our stabilizing pattern and the exhale as our movement or our mobility pattern. Inhale through, exhale. Very nice. So if you were to get the arms involved here, it really starts to look like a chalk outline as you inhale to neutral position and exhale. So it's kind of fun. Inhaling, exhale. We can even get the head involved. As you inhale, return to neutral position. As you exhale, the head turns away from the legs. Inhale to neutral, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Great. As you return to the neutral position, we're going to set up for the rolling bridge. Interlace your fingers above the chest. The elbows stay bended in the beginning. As you exhale, tuck under the hips. Begin tracking the knees forward, and slowly the hips will rise away from the floor. Think about lifting one vertebrae at a time as you slowly move up to your peak. Exhale, lock out the elbows. Feel the shoulders spread wide on the floor. Slowly track down from top to bottom. Maintain the abdominal engagement so you imprint the lower back on the floor. As you return to neutral, elbows bend and we'll reset. Inhale. Exhale, tuck under the hips. Now, as you're doing this, of course, keep breathing. As you gradually make your way up, you can feel each vertebrae lifting one by one. At that peak position, lock out the elbows, shoulders wide on the floor, then make your way down. Think about moving one spinal segment at a time. Do keep your abs engaged. And this is really about moving slowly, increasing mobility in areas that feel sticky or stiff in the spine, and decreasing the movement through some of the overused or overflexible areas. Let's do one more. As you exhale, tuck under the hips so we flatten the back. Elbows start bended so the shoulders are just relaxed down. Then we gradually move up. As you reach that peak position, at the top crest of your back bend, that's when you lock out the elbows. Shoulders are stretched wide on the floor, and it feels like you're massaging the back all the way down. Very nice. Let's take a moment to reset, breathe deeply into the belly, and we're going to work into overhead position. This is a movement for the upper body, the shoulders. Again, neutral through the spine, the rib cage pulled in. Inhale, arms are going to reach up and overhead. Keep the arms close to the ears. Exhale, bend the elbows. Think about dragging the elbows along the floor. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades. You're going to bring the elbows all the way into the body. Try to keep everything on the floor. Then inhale. Arms are going to move a little forward, a little up, overhead. Exhale. Keep everything attached to the ground as you stretch the elbows all the way down to the waist. Inhale, the arms reach, they move forward, then up overhead. So we keep the ribs pulled in, but we get that really expressive movement through the arms. Then in the exhale, this is our cactus as we make our way all the way down. Let's do one more round, inhaling up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders, squeeze the elbows, and pull everything down along the body. Excellent. As you release to neutral, and this already begins to open up the shoulders. Let's move into the outer arm stretch. As you inhale, raise the right arm out straight in front of you, but keep the shoulder locked down to the mat. Exhale, move the arm across the body. The floor gives an excellent feedback, and then assist with the opposite arm as you feel the stretch through the outer arm line. Inhale, we simply return to neutral. On the exhale, we move across the arm, and I'll go a little lower this time. So we start to change the variety along the shoulder joint. You start to move through different angles. Inhaling returns to neutral. Let's try going up a little bit. I keep that shoulder locked in, but I'm going to let my arm go a little bit higher, and I'm really just exploring the potential tension points or inhibited movement patterns through that outer arm, inhaling. That felt really good. So I'm going to try that one again. I'll stay a little bit higher with my right hand as I move across, feeling that working across the outer arm all the way into the back. Inhale, returning to neutral position. Exhale, moving across the body. Inhale. Let's try going low again. This time, as we move the arm a little bit lower, we give the same gentle assist with the opposite side, and we're working hard to keep that shoulder back in a normal position, neutral position. Inhaling and exhale across the body. That was fantastic. Let's work into the left side, beginning with the left elbow straight and the arm locked back and down. Inhale. Exhale, we simply move across the body. So we contract the chest muscles, then give gentle assistance toward the in range. Inhale and exhale, we move across. You can try going a little bit lower. Notice how that feels compared to the other side. Inhaling. Then we go a little bit higher as you exhale. You can explore the rotation of the arm. So there's a lot of options for really working into new tissue or new tissue territory that perhaps you haven't been stretched. You haven't been able to work into for whatever reason. So a lot of this method of moving in and out of the in ranges is about exploring new lines or vector forces across the joint. Doesn't mean to do anything that feels painful though. You should never do anything that feels weird or injurious. In fact, it should all feel good, which is really nice to know. Keep the arm low this time as you go across. Another area that is really worth spending time on as you exhale into the stretch. Very nice. Let's do a little bit for the neck. And we're going to think about first depressing the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. So let's go ahead and walk the fingers down along the floor. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up, bring them all the way up so you really engage the traps. Exhale, walk the fingers away. Shoulders move away from the ears. Get that big stretch. Then inhale, we'll let them move up. So it's kind of fun. We actively raise the shoulders up, and then in the exhale, we actively depress the shoulders away from the ears. Very nice. Let the shoulders return to neutral. Bring that left hand all the way over toward the right ear. Inhaling. Exhale. Begin depressing that right shoulder so it moves away from the right ear. Then assist and move the head laterally. So you move the left ear toward the left shoulder, keeping that right hand away. Inhale, return to your neutral position. It's even okay to let that right shoulder rise a little. Then exhale, walk the fingers away. Bring the head over. So you're really feeling that increase of space in the upper right trapezius. Inhale, you return to neutral. Exhale, we depress the shoulder and move through the stretch. So we're never doing anything extreme here. We're not trying to crack the neck or do anything too intense. We're thinking about inhaling and exhaling. And with each repetition, we can gradually increase the nutrition flow, the nutrition hydration into the area. And that in itself will help to move out any lactic acids that might be stuck in there from overtraining. We'll begin to nourish and hydrate the fascias. And we should be able to feel immediately that there is a change in the area. Let's try on the other side. We're going to walk the left fingers down away from the ear, and right hand will move all the way over. So we create a little frame for our head. Inhaling. And on the exhale, you are thinking about sliding the head along the floor as you very gently move into that lateral flexion. It's like you're pouring the ear out toward that right arm. Inhale, we return to the neutral position. That left shoulder can come up a little, and then on the exhale, we actively depress the shoulder. We actively move the head away. And return to neutral, inhaling and exhale. Let's do two more as we finish out this side, inhaling and exhale. Actively depress the shoulder, actively stretch the head toward the right, and the last cycle, inhale neutral and exhale the stretch. Perfect. As you return to your neutral position, we're going to keep the shoulders depressed, the head on the floor, and feel that you have a lot of your body actually pressed back against the floor. And then we'll just simply turn the head side to side. You're rolling the head along the floor, you're moving the head as though shaking it no, and just feeling that in range. Exhale as you move through the stretch. Inhale as you return to neutral. Exhale through. The eyeballs stretch far to the side. Inhale, neutral position, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Let's finish out our last cycle. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, roll the head. And release. Very nice. We're going to flip over to the stomach. As you flip over, take a moment to organize your body along the floor. You want to feel that the glutes are engaged, the hips push down into the floor. We're going to work into a gentle extension pattern. We'll go ahead and place the hands under the shoulders. They're not touching yet, though. They're just floating. As you inhale, push the hips into the mat. Then in the exhale, begin to lift up the head. Slowly begin moving into extension. Then a little push through the hands to move into a baby cobra. Then inhale, come all the way down. As you reset, take a moment, push the hips into the floor. In the exhale, begin to move up. As you reach your in range, that's where you give a little pressure through the hands and come down. As you inhale, reset. You just want to feel everything is neutral. Exhale, hips into the floor, legs firm. That helps support the position. Inhale all the way down. Take a moment. Feel your hips are pushing down. Feel that you're engaging strongly through your glutes. That gives you support. Good engagement through the back. And then feel that you're able to lengthen and stretch along the belly, the entire front line of the body. Inhale all the way down. Take a moment to reset. And exhale slowly. As you engage, make your way up as you reach the in range position. Inhaling all the way down. Let's do one last round. Inhaling and exhale. Take a moment to reset. We're going to work into the cactus movement again. As you push the hips into the floor, this time inhale, slide the arms all the way up. So we're bringing the arms all the way up and overhead. Then on the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows back, lift up the head, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. You can put the head back on the floor. On the exhale, we lift and squeeze. As you inhale, you reach strong and long through the back. Exhale, squeeze the back as you lift. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. And your last. Inhale, reach. Exhale, feel the back engaged. And rest. Take a moment to recover. Breathe deeply.